Okay, wonderful. So welcome. And I'm so very glad that you could be here with me today. Okay. One of the things we're going to be talking about is releasing fear and releasing those lower vibrations. And we're going to reach up into the heavens with our energy. And we're going to go ahead and expand your energy out to all the galaxies and galaxies beyond that. And then pull benevolent energy to our planet and to you specifically. And we're going to go ahead and send a prayer to Carol's neighbor. We're going to go send a prayer to him. And let's go ahead and send a prayer to my father, because he's aging. He's in Palm Desert. He's in a safe place, but he's not getting any younger, and he's supposed to go to the doctor next week. So I'm going to send a prayer to him. And I'd like everyone to send a prayer to Corinne, who's on the call with us. Karen, I never say her name right. And let's send a prayer to help her with her head. And anyone else who'd like prayers, go ahead and just type them in. And again, it's my belief that because we are connected with each other, because we go out 8 degrees of separation, as we heal our own self and as we take impeccable self-care, and as we wash our hands and as we keep our houses clean, well, mine needs to be a little cleaner. I have a lot of teenagers home right now. As we keep things in our own space, clean and clear, we're actually helping the planet. So if you were, some people feel sort of this psychic guilt for being healthy. Yeah, no, this is what we need from you right now. Even just you being healthy is something that the planet needs from you right now. This is a gift of you. Okay, cool. So now bring that earth energy up to the bottoms of your feet. And what we're going to do now, we're going to clear some of the chakras, okay? And these are energy centers in our body that have been recognized for thousands and thousands of years. I didn't create them. I didn't make them up. I just tap into the energy of this and help us as I'm guided, okay? Okay. Nice. So do again, breathe up an earth energy from the bottoms of your feet all the way up through your body, and then bring celestial energy from the heavens from above down around your head. I usually do golden energy, but some people like white energy. Pull it down and bring it all the way around you, all the way around you, all the way around you. And then I'll release any of, now kind of pretend, you know what I'm seeing, you guys? I'm seeing like a shower. So I'm seeing a shower cleaning us, and just go ahead and see us being cleaned. Just pretend there's a shower, and you can make it any temperature you like. I'm seeing it lukewarm, which is strange because I like really hot baths, but go ahead and see a nice shower cleaning you, and just let it wash away any fears. Let it wash away the worries. Let it wash away any of the matrix, sort of any of the fear-based consciousness that's now permeating the planet, and go ahead and just allow that not to be you. Allow that not to be in your space. We can allow it to be and send love to it. We want to eject it from our bodies. We want to eject it from our bodies. And we want to take our bodies and ask now, this is really important, and so I'm being shown to say it out of order. That picture I showed you of my own citrus, it's important that you do citrus. So I don't know if you knew this, but I'm sorry guys, there was when the boats brought people from other countries to America, it was the Nina, the Pinta, the Santa Maria. The one problem they had when they didn't get citrus, they got scurvy. And so I just got shown that it's really important to have lemonade or vitamin C. And I'm even going to send you, I'm going to send you an email about injectable vitamin C and vitamin B, which is kind of extreme. It's just something, look at how you can get vitamin C into your body. And I'm being shown to really say this a lot, like get vitamin C into your body, and B12 complex as well. But B12 will help you calm. Vitamin C, also, if you can get time release, if you buy it in a thing instead of doing injectable, which is extreme. But I'm going to send you I don't even have a relationship with them, but they're called Vitamin Quick, and they provide injectable vitamin C's. And I've actually started to order that because I believe so strongly in keeping my own body completely free of bugs. Cool. So now that we have pulled earth energy up, I'm going to work on clearing the base chakra. So this is the first chakra, and this is the place where we have sort of security concerns, safety. It's located energetically or physically at the base of our butt, okay? And so I'd like you to send energy to your base of your butt, first chakra. This is red. This vibrates at a red color. And just go ahead and allow flowing, loving energy through that part of you. Cool. And I'm going to go ahead and I think what I'm going to do is just leave this on energy clearing for life force while I'm talking. So what I'd like you to do is just allow that clearing, loving energy. I'm going to go to the podcast. So allow that clearing energy to flow through your being. Nice. Earth energy again up through the base of your spine. And now I'd like you to look at that space where the lower back is. And I'm pretty sure there's someone on the call now or the future that's been having some lower back pain. So I'd like to just go ahead and send some flowing energy through that base of the spine area, the sits bones, and flow some healing energy there. This is also where we can, when we heal this area, we can save money easier. Cool. And now I'm just going to reach up through heaven. And I'm going to reach up to Creator. And I'm going to ask that all of us be given a divine transmission of love and a clearing of that area of our body for security and safety. And then it goes into balance. So what's happened in our culture right now is we've gotten out of balance with the safety and security. The fear has blown up that base chakra area and blown it out of proportion. But it's important that we keep it in place. So we want it to be healthy and balanced. So we do want to not be around other people who are sick. We want to quarantine ourselves from others who are ill. We want to have an awareness of being around healthy beings if we're around anyone else physically. At the same time, we want to not be overblown. So there's this balance space. And oh, yes. Oh, you guys, I felt it. I felt a shift. I did. It's really awesome. Oh my gosh. So now just release any fear that's sitting there. It kind of lodges itself often the base of our spine and our butt. This is also what happens when we take too much on. So when we take too much responsibility on. Some of you take too much responsibility on. Oh, are you taking on the energy of your whole school? Are you taking on the energy of your whole community? Are you taking on the energy of lot of your country? Have you taken on the energy of your fans or your clients? Whose crap have you stuck behind you in a bag that you're carrying? Like Santa with toys, but it isn't that fun. I'd like to ask everyone just collectively now to release that baggage. It doesn't really even matter what it is. It doesn't matter what's inside the baggage. Just let it go and allow everyone to have their own guidance. Allow everyone to have their own chi and just focus on your own chi just again for the purpose of this meditation. Very nice. Okay, cool. Okay. Now, I'm just going to write into the text chat the different chakras. So there's the first we already did. So there is then the second is like money and creativity and sex. So we've got, I'll just say them, money, creativity, and sex. And then we've got our self-worth and our doubt, which is in our solar plexus. We have our heart chakra. This is where trust issues emerge. Our throat chakra is our divine guidance. Our third eye is where we have our intuition. And then our chakra above us is where we connect to source. So just, I'm welcoming now. Again, you have to put it in the text chat because if I open it up, it's too loud. But if you did have a request for a specific area, I can do a clearing on that area now for you, and I'm sure it will be resonant for everyone else. Without that, I'm going to then, let's see what else would be like to be cleared. Okay, so what I'm being shown is an auric clearing for our next. So an auric clearing is where we clear things outside of us that have lodged in us. Now this would be a lot like how the bug works, okay? So, and I call it a bug, you guys. I don't give it any other name. So this is a lot of how that works. Okay, cool. So now what I'd like to do, okay, okay, and Karen, honestly, if your headaches too hard, just know I have no medical background and you may have to leave the call. You have my permission. If you need to go get aspirin or you need to see a doctor, you need to call a doctor. This is not, if it gets too hard, we just want to have an awareness that I have no medical background at all. So none. So I have no medical background. Everything I'm saying comes just from my energetic knowing. So I'm a meditation teacher, but I don't have any medical background. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and clear everyone's head. So, and then I'll get back and just do a little bit of auric. Okay, and then we'll answer some questions. So we'll go back tomorrow. We'll go back 6 or 7 more minutes. Okay, cool. So now what I'd like to do is let everybody pretend there's like a top of your head, and I'd like you to pretend there's like a couch in there and a little place where you can sit. So I'd like everyone to picture the top of your head, like the upper half, and just picture in your mind's eye a place that you can sit inside your head. So it's kind of like a little living room. And I'd like you to look around and see if anybody else is in there. So most frequently, the people in your head are mothers, fathers, grandparents, mean teachers, kids, people you work with, your bosses. A lot of people feel like they can be inside your head, right? Ex-husbands, ex-wives, anyone you've had any dealings with that aren't resolved feel like they can just jump in your head, all right? So what we want to do, current clients can jump in your head. The only thing about it is your head operates at a much higher resonance when nobody's inside of it, okay? So what we're going to do now is we're going to take everybody inside your head and we're just going to take them all out, and we're going to have a grounding cord that goes from us down to the center of the earth. And we're going to go ahead and throw everybody out that's stuck in our head, and we're just going to clear them. We're just going to let them all leave. This could be the president. This could be someone with a fear thing. This could be the governor of your state. This could be your neighbor. This could be someone you had an argument with last month. This could be someone you don't have anything resolved with. This could be someone who loves you dearly, who's clinging to you really hard right now. There's some clinginess to you guys right now. So I'm feeling some clingy energy. And again, that might be the people on the call or people listening to it later. So now we're just going to move everybody outside of your head, and we're just going to ask them to just go down the grounding cord, send them loving vibrations, and cut them away. Just cut them away. Now, when you have love ties like my children, they don't have to be in my head for me to love them. I can love them dearly without them being inside of my head. Do you see? They can be near me and not inside of my head. Good. Cool. So release all of that. And now we're going to go ahead with everyone we just talked to that we released from our head, and we're going to honor the place within them where the universe lies. So just say, I honor the place within you where the universe lies, and then ground them out of your body again and release them from your body again. So you have a nice clean space inside your head. Nice. And you can listen to this one again. I'll send you all the recording, and you may listen to this one again. Okay? There's so much to do in so little time. So the next thing I'm going to do is an auric clearing. Okay? So an auric clearing, these are entities that don't have bodies, or it might be something you've ruminated about, something you've worried about. This is, auric attachments happen possibly through karma. They might be, again, entities who haven't resolved things, who don't have a body, that found you to be super cool and they like to come and influence you. These could be past oaths or vows. So one of the things I practice is taking responsibility for my experience. So any place that I have chosen this experience to live in a world that's going through this bug situation, any place that I have tied that to me or bound it to me or allowed entities to come in and negatively influence me, anything like that. And when I say me, I'm allowing you to say yourselves, obviously. You're not clearing mine, I'm clearing yours. And then we're going to do a group clearing. So just reach up now into heaven, connect to God energy, and let's just ask the divine to clear any ties for anyone here for all time. Anyone who's not being a contribution to you, it is commanded by the laws of the golden liquid realms and all chemical powers that anyone who's not influencing me and my own aura and all of you in your own, all those ties now be released. Taija and Tadoi. So go ahead and release. And that meant it is spoken, as it is said, I am this I am. And just allow it to clear. There. Whew. Thank you all. Thank you all for listening and coming. I'm so appreciative. So how many of you had something, would anyone like to open the mic and share? Let's see. How do I do this? Let's see. Karen, did you want to share?
Sure. Yeah, the auric clearing helped. Thanks for doing the head.
A little louder. I can't hear that good.
Oh, I said the auric clearing helped. And thanks for doing the head. I could feel some stuff release in my lower.
Yeah, we have never done that, huh?
No, that was really good.
That way.
Yeah.
Cool. Would anyone else? Christine, do you want to say anything? I'd be so happy to hear from you.
I just would like to thank you so much for doing this, because I'm off work. I usually can't join. This is like a gift to me. It's like that I'll get handling some new life. Yesterday,
You're kind of cutting out. The audio is not that great.
yeah, I don't have the best audio. So I just thought I had it all together, and then I fell apart yesterday. This is exactly what I needed today to help realize how important it is for me to be, you know.
That's such a great point, Christine. And I feel like we will have moments where we're in our power, and then we're going to have moments where we just fall apart because there's so much pressure on us, like to manage everything and to somehow know how to deal with the situation. That I'm almost 60 and I have never experienced anything similar to this in my entire lifespan. So for some reason, for me to think magically I'm going to know exactly how to navigate it, it's just a lot of expectations to have on oneself. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So I really feel like that's something we want to address right now as a group. So I'm going to mute you and do a little bit of that. Does that sound good?
Yes.
So what I got from Christine was really nice transmission. Thank you so much for sharing. Was if we are in some way supernatural, which I'm guessing we all are, so we're intuitive, we're sort of guided, we're sort of connected to the light, we might reach for the light, we take classes in this, we practice this, we might be intuitive, we might feel a sense of needing to help the world right now, or what can I do to make this go away, or how can I do something or be something, or somehow, but it's this strangest scenario that we're in, and we don't have past life historical experiences to say, you know what, when it's really cold, say I live in Chicago and it's below 30, or, you know, heaven help, live in Canada and it's below 20 or something. I have things I know what to do. I know to keep my car in the garage, right? I know that I'm going to wear down coats, or I'm going to make sure my baby's covered, or I'm going to, right? It's like all these things. Or when I lived in really hot temperatures in Sacramento, I'm going to do everything before 10 a.m. And then I'm going to stay in the air conditioning, right? I'm not going to go out after 10 a.m. because it's 114. And at that point, when I was really young, my car wasn't air conditioned. And this is, I'm talking like in my early 20s. So we frequently have life experiences that we can, and if we move to say somewhere like Chicago or Canada, we can say, hey, how do you deal with it, right? We can go to everybody else and go, hey, what do you do in a snowstorm? Or what do you do when you're, you know, stuck inside and you can't get to the store? You know, we have all these people we can call on that know what to do. Now we're in a scenario where nobody knows what to do. Nobody knows what to do. Nobody knows what to do. And if anyone thinks they know exactly what to do, it's bullshit. We don't know what to do because we've never been in this scenario before ever as a people on the planet at this time in 2020. It's like a complete blindsided for some of us. Others know that there's biological warfare. There's people making weird bugs and weird things all the time. And there's things like this has been people who are in the know of things like this have an awareness of this, but most of us don't walk through life every day going, hey, you know, what will I do if a bug comes and like, you know, starts infecting people all over the planet? Like, how would I, right? So fortunately, or unfortunately, as it were, as a seer, I am given connectivity to source messages. And unfortunately, everyone's given just some. So the messages I'm being given is to stay calm, to self-nourish. And I was so glad that you guys, it's so funny. I did my eyebrows last week and I'm so glad because now it's going to be a while and they're going to get really super Einstein-y. And I'm so excited that I took care of myself in that manner, which sounds ridiculous, but there's going to be things like that that I'm going to miss. And so anywhere where you thought you should know, anywhere you thought you should know what to do, anywhere you thought you should have more information, anywhere you thought you should have like some kind of mastery of this, but you don't. And so Christine can't help the kids in her school, right? She can't. She doesn't know how to help them. So that, yeah, we're going to have to let go of some of that pressure on our bodies, or we're going to just have total breakdowns, okay? I have three teenagers. Two are in school age. So now they're home for a month, right? And they eat a lot, by the way. So how do we deal with these things? Well, this is where connecting to our higher self, and this is where I believe energy clearing really helps, because anything that allows us to tap into our intuitive guidance is going to help us right now. So staying home, doing the self-care, You know, the other thing I just saw for Christine specifically, I'm just going to share this with you. I think you do some work with, I think of like oils, essential oils. I don't have an essential oil background. I'm getting there are some things that essential oils can help us with our breathing and with our keeping our sinuses clear, keeping our chests clear. That's going to be super important. And because, there we go, that, cool. So thank you for speaking up, Christine. I super appreciate that. Virginia, did you want to ask anything? I haven't met you yet, so I'm super excited. I'll unmute you if you wanted to say anything. Is there anything you'd like to ask or just say hi?
Carol here.
Oh, Carol. Carol, would you like to say hi? Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. I wanted to say that what I'm noticing is when you talked about ties, I don't know, that's the ties we have. I don't feel at the current moment, I'm in San Francisco, we're sheltering in place. I'm just not really panicky type or anxious about it. I'm just, it is what it is and it's new and we can handle it, but I'm more thinking about the ties of habits, maybe, let's say. And so kind of breaking those habits or trying new things that bring more joy. That's what I want to say.
And that calmness that you're emanating is required. So whatever you can do personally to stay in that calmness is going to help all these degrees of separation, whether they know you or not. Does that make sense?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Any other questions, Carol, while you have me on the line live?
I think I emailed some questions, almost like.
I know, but it was too late. I was on another call right before I came.
It was more like, does the healing come first or the clearing come first? Or does it matter?
Okay, cool. That's a great question.
That was one. And then the second one was just kind of setting up a nice calm area in my house. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm really blessed because I have a good friend whose name is Donna Labar, and she teaches how to heal. And she's healed people from leukemia and really crazy diseases. And so the body is a natural healing machine, okay? So if you cut yourself, you're gonna heal. Does that make sense? Like, yes. If you scrape your knee, you don't go into panic. You go, oh, it's gonna scab over, right? And it's gonna heal. And and if it's a really bad cut, then we get stitches and then we heal, right? So the body naturally is a healing machine. So we heal. If we don't block ourselves, we heal. So the natural progression of things, you know, if they take a bone and it's broken and they set it, it's going to heal. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So clearing allows healing to go a lot faster, but it's your natural thing that you'll heal. So we will naturally heal. We're always healing. If we don't take out the bullet, though, like if we get shot and a bullet goes in our stomach or something, right? And we leave it in there, and then we cover it up and coat it up, and it can sit down in there for a pretty long time. In fact, sometimes they leave bullets if they're lodged in weird places, right? Like if they're lodged in someone's spine or something, they might leave it in there. It's crazy. So you can still heal, but if you do happen to be able to remove the bullet, that would be like clearing. You're removing things that don't belong to you. These are energetic things that came and hooked you. Someone being mean to you when you were a child is one. Someone belittling you is another. Someone just sending you hate vibrations. Someone who hates you for no reason or reasons or lots of reasons, and we don't know. All of that can cause things that stop us from healing. But healing is our natural thing. So the energy space that you're in, Carol, is a very conducive to healing space. Does that make sense?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And you even bringing that to the call today calms everyone else down. Do you see?
Oh, I
Like
hope.
you have now calmed down everyone on the call, and then all the people who will listen to the recording have, even by listening to your voice, have gotten calmer, especially considering you're living in San Francisco and I'm also in a shelter place, which means you're not supposed to leave the house, which is really crazy. But I'm gonna mute you now, and I'm
Yeah,
gonna
thank you.
actually
I have to leave early, so thank you.
thank
Thank you
you.
very much.
So the question Virginia asked was, what is the lesson that we are supposed to learn? I think we can come out better, but I want to make sure I learn something. Well, everyone learns something different from everything. So when Kobe Bryant died in January, it was a big shock to the planet, and everyone learned something different from that. Some people learn to stay closer to their families and treasure life now. I might learn that from this. I might say, you know what? If I haven't done this yet, and this comes, and this is sort of a game changer, what have I not done? I better do my bucket list, right? So for me, I might learn that. As a USA, what might they learn? As a globe, what might they learn? Everybody takes from game-changing experiences something different than other people do. So what I got, and I'll just share like my key learning from the bug, was that uh, to take, it really had to do with what Christine asked, was how to take complete and total 100% sanctity in your own being and own your own health and own your own wellness to keep your systems running, keep your systems operational, not to allow then negativity, crappy bug, virus things to pop into our body and then change our chemistry, make us sick, you know? So what I learned was the importance of self-love and self-care, and which is interesting because what I saw was, again, I said in the beginning, if we can move the bugs out into little petri dishes and picture love going to them, flowing love to them, no matter where they came from, no matter which biological warfare, chemistry place those little weird things got created in, we can, it can't live when our bodies are filled with love and light. It can't. If we're full of vitamin C, if we're taking good care of ourselves, we're getting sun, which is hard sometimes. It can't live it can't live in that environment of health and safety. It's just not happy there. It's like, I can't create any havoc here. This isn't very fun for me. And if you stay in your house and you're not near anyone else with it for a long enough time, say 2 weeks or something, then whoever even got exposed to it, it goes away. Like, it can't live without other bodies. And I sort of think of it like it's like fleas on animals. If you give the animal a medicine that says fleas can't get me, so I think, I give my animals, I think it's I'm not coming up with the name right now, but it's a really popular thing, right? Advantage. If I give them advantage, the fleas can't live. So pretty soon, if you look around the house, the fleas are going to leave. They're like, this is not very fun for us. There's no host. There's no place to eat. There's no place to do my damage. So as we keep ourselves immaculate, and then we do our hand washing after we're exposed to anything, we go in the store and we clean our hands. And if you want to wear a mask, wear a mask. Wear it if you feel like it. If it says, something says to you on my walk, I want to wear a mask, wear a mask. I mean, wear a coffee filter, wear something if you want to, wear a scarf. If you don't. Like, it's not, I don't think, you have to know your own self so well that like no one can penetrate your health and your wellness. And as your wellness emits out, and I honestly, guys, I haven't been doing this energy clearing full time. I've been podcasting full time. So I have all these podcasts and I help all these people podcast. This made me go into my energy clearing mode, Virginia, on a big thing. Like, it's like, holy crap, help people navigate this stuff, because that as we own that in our own self, then we can share that with others. Okay. So the peace that we then have, can share with others. I also was told by one of my mentors not to spend over amounts of time on the internet studying it, like pull the energy away from it. Now I have to get my fix of news because I was a news reporter. So I'm going to check in every so often and like find out what's happening. Like, I found out It's almost gone in China now. It came at the end of January. It's almost gone. All the hospitals there's not enough cases. They're closing down. The kids are going back to school in China. It's only been about 6 weeks, and everything back in China is going back to normal. So that was very nourishing for me to find out. So I did come up with an idea, and I wanted to help you guys more if you're so inclined to join me for more healing. So I'm going to share that idea with you now. And anyone for whom this beckons, let me know if you're very, very interested in it. We could work something out if the pricing is not exactly right for you. So basically what we're going to do is I'm going to do a 12-day super energy clearing, auric clearing program. And this came to me when I asked, what could I do to help people in the biggest way? Okay, so it's going to roll. So the day that you begin, it's located at Energy Clearing for Life. And basically I'm going to do 9 full energy clearings. Each of them are going to be 30-minute recordings. And we're going to go through a complete auric clearing. So we did about a 5-minute auric clearing, but I'm going to do about an hour of auric clearing. Now, auric clearing helps with any vows or oaths that came from before you were born, where you may have chosen to go through suffering or go through a difficult time. So that's where that comes in with the auric clearing. And then we're going to do 3 group clearings, which are going to be live and recorded. So those will be scheduled once we have signups in the next few days. We're going to start on March 24th. Then I'm going to do one March 28th. And the third one will be to be determined. Right now I'm looking at around 1 p.m. Pacific. I may shift that, but that allows my Australian fans to come and also my European people to come, because it's not too late in Europe and it's really early in New Zealand. And then all my USA people who can come, it's around lunchtime. I figure it's a really good time to take a class right now because some of us are stuck at home. So I've got each module is a complete clearing of the different chakra areas. I'm really excited about this. And even if you don't sign up for my program, I do recommend you just go on YouTube and get some clearings, like just clear some chakras. You don't have to do it with me. On this website, Energy Clearing for Life, which isn't a perfect website, by the way, but you can get some past webinars that I've done to clear different chakra areas. The first one is showing up for me, again, as really needing to be balanced. And the first chakra starts on the first day. When you first sign up, you'll get a whole body clearing. And then the next day, we're going to do second chakra, which is our money, our creativity, our sexual energy. So as sexual beings, this is being in our body. Something like this happens and we often lose touch with our sexuality. We're often distracted from being a sexual being. This doesn't mean we have to have sex, although you can. It has to do with being in your body and feeling that sexy of you. And I don't know, Christine, for some reason I wanted to shout this out to you, like, you're so beautiful. And you forget sometimes how sexy you are. And I'm sorry to call that out because I know it's really weird and personal. Christine's a jogger and she just keeps in the best shape. And so I just wanted to just say, you know what? This is a time when that sexual energy and like activating it is going to be healthy for your whole system. Okay? And I won't say a word because I know it's too personal, but you should have lots of those if you can, because that does something to help you connect to source energy and allow your flow. So second chakra clearing also turns your money on and allows you to be more creative. And this is a time, if you're stuck in an area, stuck in your home, stuck in your thing, you can invite creative energy, use it to make music, use it to write songs, use it to sing, use it to create cool social media posts, use this creativity in this time to really allow that creative energy to flow. Now the next one is going to be our self-worth. Often when we go through times like this, we doubt our gut feeling. Like we have a gut thing, and I know, Karen, you and I have talked about this. We get an intuition, and then we go, that's crazy. So it's really important that we work on our self-doubt. And I actually did a meditation on this that I will email you. It goes live tomorrow, but I'll email this to you today. It's an 18-minute meditation on self-worth. and it really helps you with your self-worth and self-value. And I'll just go ahead and send that all to you guys. Now we're going to do the heart chakra. This is the fifth module. And this is where we allow ourselves to love others and be loved. So I just was on a clearing call with someone else, and the thing that we ran into was her mom had often forgot about her, left her places, left her with her grandmother, got married a whole bunch of times. The trust was just completely shattered. So in our heart chakra clearing, this is a time now when healing our heart chakra will help heal the planet. And it sounds kind of heavy, so I don't really want it to feel heavy. But we're being asked not to connect with humanity, right? We're being asked not to talk to people, not to touch hands. We're being asked not to breathe. We're being asked to stay 6 feet from people. This could cause us to lose touch with our heart chakra, especially those of us who aren't in that many of close groups, where you can do Zooms and feel love and have all this connectivity. Those of us who maybe go to work and the people we're just okay with anyways, all this stuff is going to impact our heart chakra. So we want to keep a nice, healthy flow of our heart chakra, where we not only send love, but receive love from others. Receive love is really important. And module 6 is going to be our throat chakra. So in the course, we're going to clear that. Okay, so we're going to open that up. This is going to open us up to kind of like our divine messages. All right. So Virginia, since you even asked, what is the lesson we're supposed to learn? This is a high level question. Okay. This is the crux of how it will end the fastest. If we can learn the lesson. So when there was a hurricane coming to Florida, I did a deep guided meditation where I sent love to the earth. I said, what lessons can we learn? And it had to do with appreciating the earth. And as a result of my work and many other light workers on the planet who were all focused on listening to the earth, I said, can we learn the lessons without the devastation? All right, learn the lessons without the devastation. And by doing that, the devastation doesn't have to come. And so the more we can learn from something ourselves, this is a great, I just love that question. So thank you so much for asking it. The quicker something will evaporate. Because once it's taught what it's supposed to teach, it's like bored and it moves on. I mean, in a kind of a funny way. Same thing with cancer, healing our cells. We've done something where we've gotten off balance. We've gotten out of kilter. We've gotten too stressed. We've gotten too hatey. We've gotten too grudgy. We've gotten too whatever that negative bring us down stuff is. That's what disease is. And once we heal that and clear from that, then ease and healing comes. And it's a natural thing. It's just what we do when we're just being, is we're naturally going to heal. Okay, cool. The 7th chakra we're going to work on is here, and this is where we do intuition. And I'm not going to go into that one right now. Mine is a little overcharged. I'm a little over. I need to balance my intuition. Yesterday, I told someone I saw blue oceans and Cancun, and she had just an hour earlier made plans to go to Puerto Vallarta, like an hour before I saw it. So I'm a little on overdrive right now, but that's where we're going to work on that for everyone else. And then the 8th chakra connects us to source, and that's a really powerful one in the class. We're going to go through that. We're going to have 3 group live clearings like this one, and then we'll have but it'll be a small group, so we'll be very content to clear us each more deeply. And then when you order it now, I will send you a clearing for lack, and a clearing that will help us be more abundant. If you order it now, I have 4 books that I'm going to send you right away. And these are books that I've done. These are The Energy of Expansion, The Energy of Spirit, The Energy of Receiving, and The Power of Releasing Judgment. I'll send you the ebooks. I won't send you the paper book. Unless you live in the United States, I might, but anyhow. And then the first 5 people to sign up get a 1 free clearing from me on your own time with me, completely confidential. So that's my offer for you guys. So I'm really thankful that you came today. It's 1111 is the price. And if this is something where you believe that it would help you to go forth and be better, or you know anyone else who might really benefit from my healing energy, I super appreciate you sharing this with others. I'm super glad you all came today. I'm just grateful. I believe that we can help each other through this time by stepping it up. This is a 12-day program. It's pretty intense. Every day you'll be getting a recording, and then I'll have 3 live healings, and then I'll do a private healing session. So it's kind of a really clearing out old stuff that's holding you back. It's very intense and fun. So that's my offer for you guys. I'm so excited I could bring it to you. Any other questions before we get off the call? And I will send you the recording. Although I won't be sending the chat, so. Okay, cool. Karen, do you have anything else you want to say at this time before we go to end?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
Is your head feeling a little better?
It is, thanks. Now I'm just a little nauseous, so something's moving through me.
It's always something, right? And then let's see. I guess I could give away a book. Does somebody want one of those books? I've got The Energy of Expansion, and that's really cool. It's kind of like outer space, like it's like how to get to be more. I have The Energy of Spirit, which is really how to connect to the other side. The Energy Receiving is on how do we receive more from everyone in the planet, and how do we allow ourselves to have more. And then The Power of Releasing Judgment is really good. That's like how we get out of judgment. And these are group books. So if you would like a book, everybody just name it. And I'm seeing Karen does want a book, and I'll send you one. You can email me which one you like, okay? Thank you all so much for coming. I really appreciate all of you. And be safe, be well.